welcome to the 3inMidfield podcast. There's an echo. There is an echo. What's going on?
There's an echo.
Yeah, man.
Is it from...
you take it away for the first time.
Oh, Lord have mercy. This is pressure. Okay. Welcome to welcome to the 3inMidfield podcast, the podcast where three friends who had dreams of being professional footballers dashed away as children when they all discovered food have their say on the Premier League. Yeah.
First time.
First take. Yes. Cahill did it like Arteta last week. I did it like Pep this week. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Here's what it is.
Yo, I don't care. There's an echo. That's violence.
That is violence. You're not coming from violence.
I know where you live, bro.
Like that, yeah.
But I am joined by the ever-present Cahill, literally ever-present. How you doing, sir?
There's no -1 either, so it's every single episode.
I ask you how you doing, bro. How you doing?
I'm going wild. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna go wild, you know. So this is my podcast right now. So thank you.
Oh man, okay, crazy.
So just being here, you know. I mean, you're -1. I'm completely like you see me every or heard me every single episode. I think that's I deserve a plaque for that, don't you think?
I mean, I would, but your team's in 10th, so I would not. Tanya. How you doing, miss?
I didn't come here to fight today, boy. That's not allowed. You have to say sorry. You have to say sorry.
I do not apologize for my outburst. Tanya, 2 weeks in a row. How you doing, mate?
No, I'm good. My team won, so good Tans is back. Good vibes. Tans is back. No ranting today. Just pure vibes.
Right. We will see. There might be a certain topic we have to talk about where the rant might come in.
Oh God.
Basil, my friend, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. Apparently, Arsenal are back, so I should
They
be
are
smiling.
back, baby. They're back.
The only man with sense.
So I was Brom. So you're equally as good today. You're doing double.
Yeah, West Brom are back too, isn't it? Big Sam at the helm. Who can
I
stop
swear
it?
you supported Burnley at one point as well.
No,
we don't go that far. There's no diversity there, so we don't.
I would if you said yes, I would have kicked you off. Nah, bro. Not having that at all. You're lucky. You're actually lucky.
And it's my brother of good vibes with the beautiful sunglasses, wearing a shirt that we don't really talk about the club too tough. Manny, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. Love for having me on, you know, as always, you know. Just happy to be here, to be fair, you know, just like Ollie, happy to be here. So
Man like Ollie.
There's such a glare from that shirt that he has to wear those sunglasses. Look at that thing, looks bright as hell, man.
no, do you know what? Yeah, I actually got rid of these sunglasses. Yeah, I ain't gone barbers in a minute, so I need to distract my face from sitting, man. You get me? If I take these sunglasses off, I'm looking all here and there, and I'm like, let me just distract myself, innit? So
I hear that. All right, Kelly, take it away, bro. Where we starting?
Hopefully there isn't any echo. I will get it right next week. I had it right. I had it in my head.
Yeah, you were going. No.
And I heard Anyway, Manchester City. Should we start there? 2-1 against West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
It was a battle of the top four. We have to admit that West Ham are actually in the top floor. It is what it is, man. Goals from Ruben Dias, Mikel Antonio, my proclaimed one of the best strikers in the league from last week. But you did say, Tanya, I was smoking something. John Stones got on the score sheet. Defensive game, a game with the defenders, I would say. Ruben Dias adding to his brilliant performance as a defender, getting forward. I mean, it's crazy considering that City got their goals from both their defenders. Just completely dominant, I would say. But Kevin De Bruyne, let's start there. I mean, we're not exactly. Some of us aren't his biggest fan, I'd say.
What?
Who?
Who's your biggest fan?
Who?
Wait, which way is it?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, don't point at me. It's you, man.
So who is it?
Don't try it. Don't try hide. Don't try hide.
Kojo, I won't be surprised there because I remember you were chatting about Bruno at one point. So, well, that's what I'm gonna say, innit?
Manny,
anyway, carry on.
Manny,
on.
Do you really want to do this after the weekend's performance?
Oh, can't wait to get into that one.
Anyway. Like I said, not exactly. Biggest fan might be a bit critical. We don't we don't believe he. No. I don't know how to word it. Anyway, Kevin De Bruyne, weak foot, puts in a great cross. Coach will take it away from here, man.
You know what's crazy? The confidence of City so much now is that when he crossed that in, it was their 2 centre backs playing striker.
That's
how mad it is at this point.
Mad.
Like, that's crazy that Diaz and Stones had the confidence to literally stay there and be strikers and have the presence to go and score a goal, which both of them scored in the game. It says a lot about where their confidence is right now. I think where City have an advantage of everybody else is because they've built such a good squad, they've been able to rotate game after game. So no matter how many games they're playing in a week, there's always new bodies in there. They're able to welcome back Aguero. This is the first time they've had Aguero and De Bruyne back together on the pitch in a year. So that's a big bonus for them in itself. So, they're doing very well. They're doing very well, as you can clearly see on the league table. In the Champions League, their performances are quite comfortable at the moment. So, yeah, they're doing what they need to do. It was another good win. But that first goal, for your defenders to stay there when everyone else is retreating, for them to say that and be like, I'm going to be here for the cross. De Bruyne, great cross off his left foot. If Stones wasn't going to get there, it was going to be Diaz. And that was case in point. So it was a great goal from Man City.
Is it fair to say... Oh, bloody hell.
Echo is back again.
It is what it is.
I'm going to try and sit away from the microphone. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Is it fair to say that City are benefiting from their immense squad depth whilst the former champions, Liverpool, or current champions, if which way you want to say it, aren't exactly firing on all cylinders right now, especially considering that they've lost, I don't know how many players it is. That was crazy. Is it fair to say that because of their depth? I don't know. I'm Coach, take it away, man.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
He's having a mad one today.
Wow.
That's what happens when your team is 10th.
Yeah, you know what? He's so excited. He's so happy that Arsenal are back. He he can't get his words out. That's what
It
it
must
is.
be that. It must be that. Absolutely.
All right, we'll ask Tanya. Is it? I think the question is it because of squad depth and squad management? That's why they're doing so well as compared to Liverpool, obviously with the injuries. Why they're struggling so much?
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. I've always said this about City. Their squad depth is outrageous. And that's something they're always going to have over Liverpool. They have that luxury of, bringing in like a Aguero. They've got Jesus. They've got KDB. They've got all these players. And the thing is, they signed Nathan Ake. And my guy's like their 4th choice centre-back. Do you know how mad that is? That is actually mad. I forgot they signed him as well.
Wow.
I'd take him right now, honestly. But no, City are on a madness. I think it's theirs to lose right now. Pep has definitely turned it around because I have to say at the beginning of the season, there was question marks about Pep. But you have to say that he's definitely adapted. He's made changes. And yeah, they're flying. They're absolutely flying. And they just look unbeatable. Not looking forward to playing them in the final. Have to say that I'm taking it already, but we might as well just not turn up because they're just going to beat us. It's so obvious.
No, you win that,
Nah. Why
No,
does everyone
trust me.
keep saying this?
No,
We're not
trust me.
winning.
No, trust me, you're going to win it.
It's the Man United fans with a secret Tottenham agenda that
No.
Really? I don't-
Seriousness, yeah. There's no way, Jose, has taken Spurs to a final and will not win it. Especially, bruv, Jose is a guy of ego, bruv. He needs that. He needs to power up his ego,
True.
bro. Bruv, I'll put
His
£10
ego
on
can't
it
fix
now.
that defense, bro. His ego.
No,
can't fix
it's
that
not.
defense.
But listen, if he brings that trophy back here, well, I'm saying back. Have they won it before? I don't even know.
Yeah,
If he brings, okay. If
the last trophy they won as well.
Yeah. Oh,
If you
wait,
bring-
man.
if he brings that trophy back here, listen, this guy's gonna walk around with his chest high.
Oh,
Spurs
I
can get
can't
relegated,
stand it.
Spurs can get relegated, and he will say, "This is my best achievement ever."
He'll be loving it as well. You can imagine. He'll think he's the legend. He'll think he's the
Oh.
bee's knees. I mean, to be fair, he would be. Like, anyone to win this team a trophy is a legend. Let's be real. Like, we ain't won one since 2008. So for him to do that, you have to say he's better than Poch already. That might be controversial, but Poch didn't win anything, unfortunately.
As a Spurs
But-
coach, or just in general.
Yeah,
I think as a Spurs coach, I think.
Oh, okay.
swear
can't
down.
lie.
Well,
He'd be
he
better
wins
than
it,
Poch if
If he
he
wins it,
wins
yeah.
that. Yeah, I think he
Mm.
would.
But
But
it's not really
I
a
beg to
trophy.
differ.
It's still a
No,
trophy.
It's Spurs,
it's
bro.
It's still a
something,
trophy.
innit?
To be
It's
fair.
Tottenham, bro. We need
It's still a
something.
trophy. We need something. Yeah, fair enough.
To take an argument from the Liverpool camp, which I did before, is it quite simply if Diaz is to get injured, that City team and that City backline crumble? I'll go to you, Basil, for that.
Of
That's a
course
good
not.
point.
He didn't play, I think, the last game or maybe the game before that, and Laporte came in. They have too much.
Oh my god, I forgot
Yeah,
Laporte.
the quality
it's mad.
just
It's mad.
and what Liverpool fans don't realize, because I have problems with Liverpool fans because they get ahead of themselves too much.
To be fair
One,
to Basil, when a group chat with two of them, man, they definitely got ahead of themselves way too quickly.
yeah,
Oh,
like,
I'm snitching, boy.
one league title,
Man, you're there too.
one league title in 30 years, and they're going on like they're Barcelona. It's absolutely ridiculous. These fans, but honestly, the difference between say Liverpool is the recruitment strategy. As much as I get onto Pep about him and his spending and the fact that he has a luxury that if something doesn't work out, he can just go in and buy whoever he wants. And obviously, he said it in his press conference last week in tongue in cheek that we have the money and we can buy who we want. I think you also have to rate City for the quality of the players that they're picking out. And I think that's the difference between them and Liverpool. There's no way on this planet City would ever go and buy a player from the Championship
Facts.
and Kabak if they're needing players. And that just tells you the kind of recruitment policy that they have at City. When City want players, they're looking at, the level of ability in that player and can he come in and fit in perfectly at City. Even if it does take a while, but does he have the caliber to play for City? And that's the difference. Liverpool, for a long time, have bought players who fit well in the system, but don't really have that individual quality. So that when the team, when the way the team is playing doesn't work out, there's no one or two players that can carry them if the front three isn't operating. Whereas at City, look, if they haven't played for a striker for a very long time, even when Jesus isn't performing, Gundogan steps up, Sterling steps up, Mahrez steps up, KDB comes back and he steps up. Bernardo Silva steps up. That just shows you the difference between the level that City have and what Liverpool have. Because when Mane isn't performing, Silence isn't performing, who else is there to help them? Nobody else.
But the thing is, when you say this about Liverpool, like you say, I feel like their fans, like they're very defensive. Like you can't say anything negative about their board, their recruitment. Their board's amazing apparently. And when you say things like, oh, they should try and get like a backup for Salah and Mane, they'll be like, yeah, but who's going to play second fiddle? And it's like you can't keep using that as an excuse. Like that's why City are so good and they're constantly winning things because they replenish that squad every time, and that is the difference. That's what sets them apart.
As a Spurs fan, was that an excuse that was in your psyche? Who were coming to Spurs? Who's going to play second fiddle to Harry Kane?
I know. I hate that excuse. It really winds me up. Like, why can't we just get another striker? Why does it have to be backup striker? Do you know what I mean? It's just.
Do you know the problem? The problem I think other teams have, and what Pep has done really well, is Pep is the master of rotation. Pep will rotate. So if you're signing for City, you're going to get games anyway. You're going to get games. I used to think Foden didn't used to play for City until I started watching him, and I'm like, this guy actually does get a lot of games for them. Do you know what I mean? And then when you look at other teams, like the Harry Kane is never going to get dropped in his life. However, if Harry Kane wants to go to City, yes, he will play a lot of games, but he will be rotated. Do you know what I mean? How many times do we get pissed off when we'll put Aguero in our FPO and man's on the bench? Or Sterling on the bench.
Sterling was on the bench the last game.
You get me? You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? I think that's what Pep has managed to do very well, is rotate his squad and keep everyone happy. I remember when Delph man was rotating with Delph and still playing him in games. You know what I mean? So literally, like, Pep is the kind of guy.
Zinchenko, he's a central midfield by trade, but he's happy to play left back. Play
left back. You know what I mean? And I think that's where with having Pep and City, they could bring in, like, okay, if we put out their first 11, cool, and then say your second 11 go out in the league, you expect them to finish top 4. That's how good they are, just because he rotates and he will always bring in quality. Whereas any other teams, let me just get a backup to him. Do you know what I mean? Like, you lot went to, you guys got Kane. What's that?
Vinicius
or whatever it is, bruv. A man's there doing poses in front of like Brentford.
Respective.
I played on that pitch. I played on that big pitch there. So it's not no big thing. A man's there doing like, I scored a goal. Like, Come on, man.
I know,
There's levels to this. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
peak. We probably won't keep him permanently, I don't think. But it is difficult because when you have a player like Kane, it is difficult. Like, who is gonna play second fiddle to him because he won't play? It's a hard one, man. It's a hard one.
What happened to
Huh?
Gedson?
Who?
Oh,
Jedson, oh, he's gone. He's gone,
Portuguese,
mate.
yeah, it's gone.
He's dead, bruv.
That's
Dead.
done.
He's
Wait,
out here.
Who that? That's the first
It's
time
a
I'm hearing that name.
midfielder.
Gedson
It's a
from
midfielder. The Portuguese midfielder.
Let's not talk about him. There's no point. There's literally no point.
let's
But
talk
you know,
about-
but even just to end on it, I think that's one of Spurs' biggest issue, and it starts from, I'll say, Posh. What these managers have, they have a starting 11, and they're not willing to rotate or give other players an opportunity for whatever reason. And even when the players aren't performing well, they still haven't been able to rotate, and that has made them very predictable when they're going into games because you know who the starting 11 is. You even can predict who's coming on and when they're coming on, and I think that's been a problem at Spurs for a very long time.
Yeah, I agree. But then I would argue that I don't think the squad is as good as I thought it was.
100%.
Like, when you're looking at Lucas Moura, Lamella, Sissoko, Winks, like,
No,
they're not.
respect Lucas though. He's decent. I like him.
I mean,
I like him.
I'm
like
not going to
him.
get carried away with him because
I like him.
I've seen this. Huh?
Allow it. If you're trying
like
to compare
Daniel
Daniel James or Lucas Moura, I will leave. I will go. Don't do that.
Please, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's disrespectful.
Anyway, we digress.
feel
We
like-
digress.
I feel like we do have to talk about West Ham. We do have to give him a bit of respect.
Do we?
I did say earlier.
Yeah.
Well, that's the top four.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Lost to Man City 2-1. I said earlier that they didn't play well. I don't think they played
No,
fine.
I disagree, you know. I disagree with that. I felt that they can take positives from that game because, I don't know, towards the end, they had a chance. And I don't think that was an easy game for City. I really, really don't. You know, Antonio got his goal. Lingard is looking sharp. I hate to say it. But I have to respect West Ham, man. It just blows my mind where they are. Don't you dare, Kojo.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
you dare.
But you know, just to add to what Tanya said,
That pisses
I
me
think
off.
I think Lingard's form, Brad. I think it is coming at the right time because it means that hopefully you can be a key player for Manchester United come next season.
You're not going to take him back, are you?
That's a
No,
joke.
the thing is, if Daniel James is starting, and my manager's calling him a cheater, you know, saying my man's a cheater, he's doing very well, then boy, listen, you might as well just bring Lingard back. How can Lingard leave the club, and immediately, from the first minute he stepped on the pitch, my man was in top form? I don't even know how that is possible. Listen, bring Lingard back. I'll take him over Dan James any day. I never wanted to leave in the first place. Dan James should have been the one to go on loan. Man's they go and look, I'm walking around like he's over. He ain't no baller, bruv. What is he? I can run. I can run all day if I
He's
wanted
a baller, mate. He's world class. Which
to.
you about?
Listen,
you can
you
have
got
him.
you got the stamp of approval from your club legend. So why are you guys complaining?
Exactly.
Who's club legend? Who's Ollie?
United.
Are you talking about Giggs?
Giggs.
Oh, man, allow Giggs, man. Giggs is locked up somewhere still, man.
We do have to talk about West Ham a bit more. Just obviously it's a loss against Man City. No shame in that. But their current fixture list is looking quite dicey. They got Leeds United, who like to play attacking football. They'll probably win that game. Then they have Manchester United. Then they have Arsenal. Then they have Wolves. Then they have Leicester. Then Newcastle, who are struggling, fighting for their survival as well. Then Chelsea. So in terms of a fixture list, that's not looking quite too pretty for them.
But I mean, at the beginning of the season, they had a run kind of similar to that. They came out of that with really good points out of the total. I mean, I sat there. I think Lawless came on this show, or we went on Usman's with him, and I said, sorry, but it's looking peak for you guys. And at the end of it, I was like, nah, they came through with it. It came through really well. That's why they are where they are right now. So you never know. They could actually come out of those games again with more points than expected. So look, they're in a good position right now. And to be honest, they're not going to finish outside the top 10. So this is a good season for them. So right now they're living good, and their ambitions are high. They're the only London club literally doing their job right now. So you know,
they're not doing their job. They're exceeding.
They're exceeding their job.
expectations.
And I think like the good thing with them as well is like this is all they have to play for right now. They have nothing else. They're not in no FA Cup. You know what I mean? So what else do they have to worry about? And the good thing about it is because we're playing like every other 3-4 days, the players are going to have the energy. They're going to have that rhythm in in their legs. So do I expect them to finish top 4? No, but I think they'll finish top 6. I really do think they'll finish top 6.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and if they finish 7th, it's still good.
Yeah.
Still good season.
Yeah, do you know what? West Ham are definitely having a brilliant season, but I think it's one of those seasons where they should cherish it. Because it could all go wrong next season. You've seen it with teams like Wolves. You've seen it with Sheffield United, how the might have fallen. And West Ham, when you...
I said my team have fallen. So what happened to Arsenal then?
Listen, we're on the rise, isn't it? It's just a bit slower than everyone else. but no, honestly, because I'm looking at West Ham and it just seems that everyone's playing above their skin right now. So I feel like next season would give us an indication as to whether West Ham can go forward. Because when you think about West Ham in the transfer market, yeah, they've done well this season, but they have been atrocious for over a decade in that transfer market.
Golden Sun, isn't it?
Exactly. So you're thinking about, even if they, let's say, as Manny says, they finish 5th or 6th, can West Ham go in the market and strengthen properly? I doubt it. And I think that could be their undoing because everyone else will strengthen and look to improve.
I don't know. I hear what you're saying, but you see with David Moyes, I think he's like found something that he knows how to work with, innit? And if you look at all the other managers, I don't think the other managers were the one that's saying, I want this player. I think the board has gone out here and said, oh, we like this, we like the sound of this. Oh, maybe we want to build up our following in South America. Let's go and sign a South America player, kind of thing. But I think what Moyes has done is he's come in here and he's literally got rid of the players he doesn't like, bro. Like, listen, move, go. Like every other manager that came in always seemed to start Mark Noble, because okay, he's the leader. You know, you want him. If you have him on side, you probably have the whole dressing room on side. Mark Noble, like he's a fringe player for them this season. Like when does he really play? When does he really play? Do you know what I mean? I think Moyes has stepped in and he's literally put that squad to like got rid of what he doesn't want, and the people that want to be there are there working for him. I believe he can go out. And Moyes used to bring in gems. Like, come on, man. Moyes was good at bringing in gems when he was at Everton. You know what I mean? Cheap 2 mil, 3 mil here. Might do a little 5 mil. Do you know what I mean? So I think it will work in it. If West Ham are smart, they will keep him. Just give him another 7-year contract like we did.
Listen, wait. But I think the problem you have then is that when Moyes was at Everton, there wasn't much competition. Like, even when he was battling for like 4 places, it was just Arsenal. Whereas now, look how many teams are on the rise. Wolves can always pick up again next season. Spurs can improve. Who else is there? I'm trying to have a team. Everton's there. Leeds can, but Leeds, if they fix up, can. But I think the league is so competitive now that it's going to be very difficult for Moyes to push on again next season. If he does, credit him, and you do have to give him his dues if he does.
Yeah,
I think
I do.
Wrap up on that game there. We go over to, what would be a 3-midfield episode when we're not complaining about the referees or defending, right? Carl Bartley scores one goal from a great defender from that corner, coach.
I prefer not. Just continue.
Yeah. There you go. Lewis Dunk has a goal disallowed VAR. Let's go to that one because that was obviously the refereeing decision there. You explained it so well earlier before, coach. So I'll let you do it for
right. That. So this is one of the most baffling decisions. Basically, number one, let me just put this out here. How often on 3-midfield have we ever gone in depth about West Brom versus Brighton? Bro.
That's when you know it's mad.
Something happened.
Not West Brom, Brighton. West Brom or Brighton.
Exactly. So look, this is basically what happened for anyone that didn't see it or whatever. West Brom concede a free kick. Brighton are going to take the free kick. Referee blows the whistle. Brighton take a quick free kick. Is just about to hit the back of the net, and the referee blows the whistle. Brighton is celebrating. He says it's no goal. He was giving some sort of excuse, and then he went like this in his ear for about 2 seconds and said, "You know what? Goal." Then he went to VAR. I don't know what for. And then he ran back and said no goal. Again, I don't know what for. It's probably the worst refereeing decision I've seen this season, because how do you blow a whistle for a team to take a free kick? They score it, and then you blow the whistle and say no. It's not a goal. That's baffling. It's a
I think
clean
it's
goal as well.
embarrassing. Worse might be a different category.
Okay, well, it's one of the most embarrassing decisions of the season.
I say Man United versus Chelsea may have had the worst decision.
Oh, we'll get there. No, we're coming. But it was shocking. I've heard. I think it was Jake Livermore on Match of the Day, if I remember correctly, who said that the referee was saying something about talking to the player in the wall or something. If you're not satisfied with what the wall is doing in the first place, you don't blow the damn whistle. So, if I was Brighton, I would feel aggrieved. However, they also had 2 penalties. One that was slapped onto the bar like he's Asamoah Gyan in the World Cup.
Asamoah, baby.
And the other one was that guy Welbs. And we're not doing that guy banter slang with D18. He's in Brighton now. He's not a London boy. So it's THAT. Yeah, we're spelling it properly for them, man. That guy Welbeck with another awful penalty, and then he obviously forgot the rule that if you miss the penalty, you cannot take the rebound straight away unless keeper hits it or take a deflection or whatever. And he tried to hit it. One of the most awful attempts at a rebound I've ever seen. Referee goes to whistle.
Wait. Are you telling me he did the rebound and didn't even score?
No. Of course not.
It's a madness.
Because he's that guy, not that, he's that guy, Welbeck. Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, the referee decision was a joke. I genuinely don't understand how Lee Mason came to that decision. He lost control of the game after that. It was a mess, one thing or the other, one way or another. I think he was, during the course of the game, fans can correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like he was giving Brighton a lot more decisions to try and give them some sort of, I don't know, leverage or something. But yeah, but for missing penalties like that, I'm not going to lie to you, you got exactly what you deserved. So West Brom, well done, Sam Allardyce at the wheel.
Nah, that ref. But what was that thing? Yeah, where he wasn't he meant to referee a game, but he was apparently injured.
Was that him?
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know. There's still an echo right now.
I know.
He has no components. No components.
He hasn't at all.
But yeah, that sums up that game. To be honest, apart from that decision.
Yeah.
Go on, Basil.
I think the biggest issue you have with the referees, right, is that when they make these mistakes, right, even I'm echoing. when they make these mistakes, there's no explanation as to why or what has gone on. And I think even Lewis Dunk said at the end, it's like, I'd rather they come out and give an explanation as to what's going on with this. And I think that's where we're baffled. We see them make these mistakes, and we just want an understanding. There's nothing wrong with coming out. But next day, even if you want to take your time 24 hours, the next day and say, these are my reasonings for this decision, at least then fans can say, all right, we're starting to understand you referees a bit more and how you operate. But it's just the radio silence that kills everything. And then everyone's complaining, and then they'll say, oh, we need to clap for the refs when they come out, show support. Nobody wants to clap for any ref. Nobody.
Exactly. This is the thing. Who wants to do that when they're doing up foolishness? I ain't clapping for you, man. Honestly.
Go. Imagine all the help they've got in the world now for refereeing, and this country's actually gotten worse with its decision.
Bro,
that sounds mad.
I've gone on a downward spiral before, man. So it just makes sense.
It makes all do you know what it is for me? I just want to understand why man went to the monitor. Did you go to the monitor to hear if you blew the whistle? Because I need to know if that monitor has audio. You get me? Because I thought it was just video, like no audio.
You know, my understanding was this, right? You wanted to see whether the ball had crossed the line before he blew the whistle the second time. That was my understanding from what was explained. Like when he wanted to see when he blew it the second time, had it crossed the line and gone in the back of the net. Because when he said, I didn't overrule it because I blew before the ball had gone in. That was what I had heard. But like I said, it's all the manners. If that's what it was trying to do, then that's all right. Then that's cool. That's calm then. No, because he's fumbled already. Because he's confused himself. Because he already gave the goal. That's the thing. So it's like, why would you go to the monitor? So that's where people are confused. I don't know what VAR has done is just expose the referees in terms of one, they don't understand the rules properly, and two, they're just incompetent. And VAR is probably the worst thing to come into the Premier League for the referees. Yeah, because at least before when they were making mistakes, they can always feign ignorance. That the pace of the game was too quick. Oh, because of
I
this,
didn't see it.
I didn't see it, and all of that. Now there's no excuse.
Would you bring back the refereeing interviews after the match, post game?
Straight away. Straight away. Any decision that is not understood, you come and explain why you came to that conclusion. I think that's just fair. Even if they disagree, at least let us understand where you're coming from, and then we can go from there. I know it's difficult for referees. It's a difficult job to referee a game. I'm absolutely 100%. But in this situation where it's absolutely baffling, the one thing that the players, the staff, and more importantly the fans want to hear is why you came to that decision. And if you hear it and it sounds logical, it is what it is. If we hear it and it don't sound logical, it is what it is. It's been done. At least we know why you came there. That's the one thing we want to understand, so that when it's discussed further, we can throw that in there rather than, maybe referees being trashed for it, and then maybe there's actually a reason behind it. Because there's been something in there that he genuinely said, no, I have to blow the whistle now.
Yeah.
But we don't know. So as far as I'm concerned, it's pathetic. It's a poor decision. And he deserves...
It's poor, but I don't think, me personally, I'm against them actually coming out and explaining why. And I think it just opens up a can of worms, you know what I mean? Like, imagine they've come out and they've said, we've seen it on TV, let's say it's a handball, and they've said something completely out of character, something that doesn't make sense, innit? They're going to start losing respect. And imagine if they go to the next game and they do something silly again. They're going to start to lose respect.
You only lose respect when you're doing a bad job, because the only time you're coming to do that is when you're doing a bad job. The issue is that they're doing bad jobs, and the same referee that's making a mistake, he's refereeing the week after. And it's absolutely shocking. In no other profession, if you're underperforming, are you still refereeing the big games? None of these referees, they rarely get demoted to like the Championship or maybe League One. But is that they're still refereeing Premier League
You've got Oli to blame for that, though. Oli's out here playing Lindelof, and Lindelof has been performing bad for the So I just had to throw that in there.
How did you blame on Oli?
How did you get there?
Would you mic up the referees then? Just put a mic up and explain.
Like they do in Australia.
I'm not too sure.
NFL, that's probably the best.
Yeah, no, they do it in Australia too. I think that, as Manny said, that will probably open up a can of worms, because when you're listening to them in real time, it's like, for some of them it's pressure, and you don't want to be hearing referees when they're under pressure. I think that would cause more problems for them, because then people can hear it, and then obviously people will get onto them a bit more. That's why I said, even if you need to give them 24 hours where they can sit down, come up with their perfect excuse and give you that excuse, I'll prefer that rather than in real time.
Fair enough. We go from one bad refereeing decision to another. Leicester City 1, Arsenal 3. I don't know what to say anymore. I have to be positive. I've not been able to be positive in God knows how long. So we'll go for the goals. Tillman's got the first goal in 6 minutes. Obviously, it's Arsenal defenses. I can't. I got to get the negativity out of me as well. Louise, Alex Lacazette, and Nicolas Pepe also on the score sheet. Basil, was this a surprise?
A big surprise, especially, it was the biggest surprise to me when I saw the first goal we conceded. I could not believe it that we had players running away from Tielemans.
Bro.
Like he couldn't believe it.
So easy, man.
Because I'm guaranteed when he was running, he didn't know what he was doing with that ball. But then when the floodgates opened, I was like, oh, free. You guys are basically just opening up the road for me. He couldn't believe his luck. And that just epitomizes Arsenal, that some of these players have no idea what they did on that pitch at times. Nenny was supposed to be covering. I mean, Xhaka, the less I say about Xhaka, the better. And then Nenny's there covering, and then he decides to run away from the player. And I'm confused. But like I said, credit to Arsenal, where credit is due. They came back, they showed a bit of spirit and a bit of fight, and they won that game comfortably. I know there was a lot of people complaining on social media saying Leicester have injuries and everything. Not buying it.
No, I don't. That's weak. I think that's weak.
Not buying it. But yeah, Arsenal did well for once, and for once I can be positive and not bash Arteta.
Well, let's
and
get the
a lot of the players.
I feel like I'm in the same boat as you. I got out all the negatives out first, but we need to get some positives in there. So Willian Cross,
no, sorry, Cahill, but that's when you mention Willian is a step too far from me. I can't even bring myself to give that guy any praise.
I heard he was man of the match. What do you mean?
He played fantastically well. I thought it was brilliant, actually.
He's back as well. He's back.
Tanya, you love this. You love saying he's back. They're back. Arsenal were back. Spurs are back. Bell's back. Everyone's back.
They're back.
I can't remember the penalty. What happened with the penalty?
So it was Ndidi that made contact, and then it was
Handball, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're talking about the handball. Yeah.
Oh shoot, yeah, I thought that was the bad refereeing decision. Wasn't that a pen?
Yeah, it was pen. Yeah.
I think it was a pen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad reference. That's
Yeah.
Not the handball, not the handball. The Tielemans one.
Yeah, I think that was. Oh wait.
Oh.
Well, I'm confused.
Nah,
Did that get given as a pen?
they said Ndidi made the foul. That's why they called it.
Yeah. That was it. Yeah, because it was a free
Tielemans' leg
kick.
was
Yeah.
like, hey, he packed him down.
Nah, I think the
foul
contact.
continued into the box now.
Look at him. He's clutching. He's like.
I'm all for one, isn't it? That's why. Alex Aguilar said, scored a penalty, and then Nicolas Pepe. Let's see if we can get some praise out of you, Basil, for Nicolas Pepe. Obviously not been performing to his transfer fee, but very good game when he had the right back who was overlapping instead of a certain Spaniard that would stay because he doesn't have pace anymore.
Listen, sell him. That's what I'm saying. When summer comes,
Give him praise. It was a good goal.
When summer comes, get rid of him, man. Because he will do this.
Pepe, are you mad?
No,
really?
man. Let me tell you why. He's so frustrating to watch it, and I'm not even giving him no praise this game.
He played really well this game. Bro.
No, let me tell you why. He'll do this right. Take on players. Then the next week, he's not on taking players on. Like we've seen this from him too many times.
He usually does it in Europa League. He's done it in Premier League for the first time. Give him something, man.
No, man. Watch him in a weekday. If he does it like 2-3 games in a row, give him praise. I'm not giving it to him for this one-off game. Honestly, he's so frustrating because he has it in him, but he doesn't do it. And maybe that is aided by Bellerin, but nah, man, he's too negative for me as a winger that has the ability to dribble and take on players. Fair enough, he had a good game, but no, I'm not giving it until he does it 2-3 games in a row. No,
does anybody
72 million? Are you having a laugh? No, man, sell him in the summer.
75? Wasn't he 75? Why are you taking 3 million off? What's the 3 mil off? Man try to give himself discount, you know.
Listen, my friend. Okay, cool.
Anything positive to say about Arsenal?
I do, because I saw the lineup and I said to myself, boy, Arteta wants to sack, because he made so many changes. I'm thinking he's acting like you've got a game in midweek. Your next game was like the week after, so I was a bit baffled by that. But you have to say it paid off. And that's the second time now you've shown character. You've come back in a game and you completely flipped the game on its head. Like, you dominated Leicester. I have to say, like, Leicester didn't really have any answers after the goal that they scored. Okay, I feel for Barnes. I hope he's all right, because I really like this player and I want him to get a shot in the England team. And of course, they didn't have Maddison, but still, Leicester have good players on the pitch. And I still felt that Leicester were favourites to win that game. So you've got to be happy if you're Arsenal. I would be.
As a whole, I'm happy with the result, because, like I said, it didn't ruin my weekend. I was expecting them to actually ruin my weekend. So they did well in that regard.
Let's go for that Leicester team. So Kasper Schmeichel in goal, number one. Castagna, he's been their main right back. Johnny Evans, main centre back. Sionchu came back from injury this year, but main centre back. Tom, I don't know who that Thomas is. I don't think he's a key. I don't know.
No, it's a new player. He's a decent player from what I've seen. But like he's a new one.
Pereira was playing right wing, so there, I guess he's usually right back. So
he's usually first choice before Justin as well. So
as a right back though, but he's playing right.
Yeah.
Ndidi, Tielemans, Harvey Barnes obviously came off injured. Jamie Vardy and Kelechi Iheanacho.
That's a solid team.
That's solid.
That's an okay team. It's not solid. I heard Kelechi and Iheanacho and I was like, rah. That's big up my Nigerian brothers, but I don't like him at all.
That's a better team than what Arsenal had. We had Willian on the pitch. We had Pepe, who's not in form.
Nene and Xhaka in midfield. Nah, man.
Pablo Mari, David Luiz. The only players that can kind of hold their heads up high is Kieran Tierney and Emil Smith-Rowe.
I do love Kieran Tierney. I can't lie. I do love him.
I know the God.
Are you telling me you don't rate David Luiz?
No.
Okay.
Manny, would you take him at United?
Yeah, you know what? I got Lindelof and Harry Maguire. What are you talking about, lad?
No,
money.
You
know what this is?
Okay, do you know why I say that? Yeah, because I think the one thing that we lack here, David Luiz will bring it to our back line, and that's aggression. When Lindelof and Maguire play, yeah. I'm joking.
You know what that is?
I'm joking. I wouldn't take
Remember those times at FM, whenever I used to play FM, And I used to sell Manchester United some dumb. I sold Mustafi for like 20 million for Man United. That's the gullible Man United side.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I wouldn't take him.
I'm
I
glad.
wouldn't take. He's past his best. When Chelsea sold him to
When
PSG
was
for
his
50
best,
mil,
bro?
that point where Chelsea sold him for 50 mil, I think that was his best.
Yeah, all right. Then.
Maybe even Chelsea knew.
How
Yeah,
many goals did they leak in the World Cup final?
It is what it is.
Tottenham 4, Burnley 0. I'm always happy when Burnley get battered. Kind of
Yes, you are.
Brexit FC, mate. Brexit FC.
Exactly.
Can't stand them.
I mean, it's kind of dimmed when Tottenham do the battering, but then again, it was a good. They played very well. Yeah, you have to give it to him. Gareth Bale got 2. Harry Kane and your best friend Lucas Moura was on the score sheet. Was there any doubts going into this game that Burnley could upset you guys?
100%. Like, have you seen our form in the league? Like, okay, we beat Burgers like during the week, yeah, Wolfsburg, or whatever you want to call them, man. Like, fair enough, but let's look at the opposition. So I wasn't going to get too carried away, and our defense has been so poor. And I know that Burnley, they make it very, very difficult. They get all their men and their dad behind the ball. So that's what I was expecting. But they made it easy for us. I can't lie. Yeah. But I think this is where I do have to give Jose Mourinho a bit of credit, because the approach was different this time. We were on the front foot and we just looked like we had intent and aggression in our play. From minute one, I was like, you know what? Spurs look like they're coming to party today. Bale was firing. He looked up for it. And look, Bailey's back, I think. I think he's...
I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.
Listen. I'm so pleased for the guy, because look, all I want is for him to do well. Of course, I am slightly taking anything he does with a pinch of salt, because where have these performances been since we've signed him? But it's nice to see him actually stepping up, because it does take the pressure off Kane and Son. How many times do we say we're nothing without Kane and Son? Shout out Roy Keane, even though he was chatting absolute rubbish. But anyway, so it's nice to see him contribute to the team. Lucas Moura, I thought he played well, but the reason why I don't get carried away is similar to what Basil was saying about Pepe. I've seen this time and time again from Lucas. He has these moments where, yeah, he can go past players and that, and he looks good. But barring the goal, my guy was falling over. He couldn't stay up. So
2 goals in 2 games.
So wait. I just got to say something. Yeah. So you give the props to Bell, and you say Bell's back after 40 games in the season. Yeah, collectively, he's now back. Yeah. But when is Lucas Moura? I can't wait. I can't get carried away.
Listen. Tell me, what has Lucas Moura done for us since that hat trick in Amsterdam?
What has Bell done to you in 40 games since you signed him?
Hey, 40?
Collectively. I'm talking about FA Cup, the league, everything collectively. It's about 40 games into the season.
Bale is a different situation, yeah. Because
no.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
He didn't play a lot for Real Madrid, right? And he was injured, okay? And I don't think Jose has utilised him properly. He hasn't been playing him.
Why?
He hasn't been giving him the minutes. Yeah, I know every time he's played, he looked dead, but... Now he's back
after one game.
Nah, but Manny.
Now.
Yes. To be fair to him, look, I think.
Yeah, come on, Koto, come on.
Match of the day showed it. So he's played. I think he's played now 20 games for them since he come back, right? Mm-hmm. And in his first 16, he had 4 goals, which is poor, very poor return. But he had
more than Bergwijn, though.
But let's not talk about that guy, please. I'm so pissed off about that nonsense he did at Anfield. So annoyed about that. I don't talk about that guy. But he had inconsistent minutes in the last 4 games. He has played a lot more minutes. He's contributed 7 times in these 4 games, whether it's goals or assists. He's done a good job. And in this game against Burnley, to be fair to him, listen, the way it's about Bell, yeah, is just like anybody, like any player, you need confidence. Any player there. I don't like the term confidence player, because as a footballer, you literally need confidence to go out there and do what you do. But it's the way he's now executing his shots. They're a lot more better. The way he's passing is a lot more better. The way he's carrying the ball is a lot more consistent. For the first time in 3 years, I saw him accelerate past a player.
Yeah, he was pacey, I was like, oi, the pace is there. He's back.
I want to scream Bell is back. I think obviously nostalgia's kicking in.
I'm joking,
but
hey, it looks pretty real from here, bro.
It's
No.
it's the small
You're saying-
things that he's adding to his game again that's making me think, okay, like even me, I was watching it. The first goal, movement, nice finish. The second goal that he scored, one touch and then convincing finish into the far corner. The pass for Kane, and then Kane taking one touch and whacking it as well. So it's a case of look, when you can do one or two magical things in the game and people can rate you, but his overall game in that match was actually very good from start to finish.
So
he didn't have a down moment. So
he's been able to build confidence.
exactly. So now he's building. So if he stays in his team and he stays fit, because that's the key thing. If he loses his fitness, if he gets injured, you don't know what's going to happen to build it again.
Nah.
He has to remain fit.
He's done.
So what you're basically saying to me, if I was to flip it on his head, all Martial need is a bit of confidence.
Wait, why is he bringing it back to United? We're getting on to them, man. I'm
going to address this one time and one time only. Confidence or not confident, he has to go. It's done.
No,
I'm
just taking your words, isn't it?
I don't care.
Wait. Let me jump in a bit. I still think Bell's finished, and I think the only reason nah, man, he's finished. There's no return for him. Listen, I'll say this before I got him up. I'll say this. He had an excellent game against Burnley, right? Excellent game. Looks like his old self, but that's because it was Burnley. When you look at the defending. When you look at the level of defending, you're not going to get that from most teams in the Premier League. The first goal.
You can't say
You only get that. You'll never get that from one team. The other 9 they can't defend. What are you talking about?
No. Coach, let me tell you why. Let's look at 3 of the goals. The first goal, they let him run off on his own. No one picked him up. He couldn't believe how free he was. Then the second goal, I think he set for Kane. What kind of a defender who was never ever going to win the ball decides to go in for or decides to stick his leg out to try and win the ball instead of just following Kane?
All defenders.
I'm not having that. And then the third goal.
You're not having that. David Luiz, bro. Let's
No.
you don't have.
No. Let me tell you what. David Luiz, here's the thing. David Luiz wouldn't have gone for that challenge. David Luiz would have at least attempted to chase down the player. I may not have caught him and maybe given away the penalty.
Look, I retract my statement, okay? Like I said, I'm taking everything he does with a pinch of salt. I'm just gassed in it because we actually won a game and it's been a very, very long time. So
I'm just saying,
I'll say this. I will scream out. Bell is back because who have you got? I think you've got Chelsea next, right?
No, we've got Fulham or something. We've got easy fixtures now.
Okay, cool. Bell's back. Bell's back.
If he puts in the same performance against Fulham, I may just say Bell is back just for the sake of it.
No, I swear. No, I think Fulham are going to do Spurs one. You know,
they
should have beat them last time they played.
But that's the reason why. But that's the reason why I think if Bell does it against it, because I don't think Fulham's going to be easy. But that's what I say. If he does it against Fulham, I could say that, all right, cool, maybe he's on his way back. Because Fulham are not going to be an easy team.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for us for sure. But yeah, I'm gassed.
But listen, all I know is Marino's going to play a defensive back team against Fulham.
You know
it's
what?
written in the stars.
I will take it back. You lot are not winning no League Cup, man. This is annoying me. How is Spurs fans feeling happy like this? No, you're not winning no cup anymore. I'll take it back.
You're out of order.
Sheffield United 0, Liverpool 2. Curtis Jones with the goal and an own goal from Keane Bryan. It seemed like a game that was inevitable for Liverpool to win. So let's not talk about the result. Let's talk about a certain Brazilian striker.
Man like Robert Firmino.
Bobby Firmino.
Robert.
Will everybody join me? Say
this is Robert, not Roberto. Robert.
Crap
player. Is he a crap player?
He's not a crap player. He's just not. He's not a striker.
Bro, you are a striker.
Yeah,
he's not a striker.
No, that's why I'm saying he's not a striker. That's why I'm saying he's not a striker.
No, but he's not a striker though.
Nah, he's a striker. He's a striker.
No, he's not a striker.
No, Manny. By trade, I know. I hear what Kale's saying. No, but this is the point though, because when he's not scoring goals, but he was doing contribution and link-up play for the other two.
Was it contribution? A simple La Roulette? Bro, relax, please.
No, man said simple. You gotta rate it, you know.
But look, when he wasn't scoring goals, what terms would we give him? Defensive striker.
What?
I never said that. That's you.
Not you.
That's what Twitter labeled him.
Yeah, not you.
I've never heard that.
You know, but
That's what Twitter labeled him.
This is the thing. And when I say this, I hope Liverpool fans, actually no, Liverpool fans, I know how they're going to take it. This isn't me taking away some level of importance from him in the team. But I'll put it to you like this. We're talking about, I've been told that he's like the link. He's the glue that keeps the front three connected and all that. And I hear that and I'm like, this is the era of people loving stats, right? Go and check his stats out. They don't impress. They're not special. And I'm talking about goals and assists. You can go year by year. He was there before Mane. When Mane came in, Mane has done him. When Salah came in, Salah's even thrown him to the toilet. So much so that when Jota came into that team, was doing front three with the other two, who was Bobby Firmino? This is the point. So he's not in regard to that. It's not that he's a bad player. No, of course he's not a bad player. He's
a bad player, bro.
He's
What's the point? You're a striker. You're meant to score goals. I'm sorry. Look at Harry Kane for Spurs.
Yeah, to be fair, he does it all. He does it all and scores goals. Yeah,
he does it all and more, boy.
He only started doing it all this season. Let's not get
don't you start. You wish you had Harry Kane.
When has Bobby Firmino ever led in assists?
Is someone calling me? Sorry. Because I know what he's going to say after, and I'm not getting into the conversation.
Anyway, Liverpool win. A good win for them. I'm not sure what that moves them up to.
No,
moves
them up 5th, I think, or 6th.
They got Chelsea next, though. That would be interesting. I think Chelsea got a chance. Can't lie.
Chelsea Liverpool.
I personally don't think.
Listen, if Chelsea don't win that game, then a lot has to be said about that Chelsea team. Considering how much money they spent and who they still have available compared to the Chelsea, they have to. Because I'm sorry, Abramovich doesn't spend that money on bringing a guy for him to lose to that Liverpool team.
Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. Let's go to that game. Obviously,
yeah. Let's talk about Man United. Let's get into this.
Okay,
guys, unfortunately, I've got bounce because I've got work now. So
listen, do you know what?
I'm gonna catch you guys later.
Work can wait. Work can wait.
Do you know what? Yeah, let me say this. They need to stop televising United. You see, like if we didn't have like the rule like every game has to be televised, United and big games should be 3 p.m. matches where we only see it on Gillette Soccer. Because honestly,
he's talking.
Nah.
Well,
honestly,
do you know what's magic? It's United in
one
all games.
goal, you know. One goal against the top six.
No,
and they proper roll out the red carpet. So who they bring on to talk for them, like Roy Keane and I'm like, give it a rest.
Yeah.
Like they clear the table, like it's there, everyone sitting in their chairs, open studio. I'm like, give it a rest.
Yeah, bro. It's completely dead. You know what? Yeah, I think this is how I'm gonna just sum up Manchester United as a whole, and this is what I'm gonna say for the rest of the season, right? Last weekend, we watched there was games that I watched all games last weekend, and I was like, some entertaining games. I saw some good things. I'm like, football's on fire today. It's now time for Manchester United to play on Sunday. Last kickoff, and it was the deadest game ever. I woke up here on Sunday, and I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to see today? Am I going to see the performance that we saw against West Ham in 120 minutes? Or am I going to see a Southampton thing where they get two reds and then we just go out there and run? We are dead. We are dead. No, we're literally dead. Listen, Manchester United, to the death of me, innit? But we are dead. We are dead. I don't even want to watch us. I do not want to watch us. It's like I do what we do. I do the watch-alongs, and we talk about everything but football. We be talking about Boondocks, bro. No, we're talking about Boondocks, bro, and how the last season, how season 4 wasn't too good, but the season, bro, that's how dead it is. Manchester United are dead. But then our manager will come out and say, "Yeah, it was a good game. You got Dan James, the cheater, or hard worker."
Nah, you know what killed me with Ollie when Fred took that shot and he was like, "Oh no, Dan."
Hey.
I said it before. He's a lollipop man, bro. I can't take him serious. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't.
He's just guiding the players. Just guiding the players along the other side to someone else.
The main obviously main focus point. There were a few, but obviously the major one was the penalty decision that wasn't a penalty. Guys,
wait, am I the only person that doesn't think it was a penalty?
It's not a penalty.
Am I the only person?
That's a pen.
The reason why I don't say it's a pen here is because obviously I guess that's why you've got VAR. If there wasn't no VAR, let me say it properly, then it's a pen, innit? But then when you play it back, You can see Greenwood handballs it first.
No,
So
he
how you
doesn't.
gonna?
No, he didn't. No, Greenwood didn't.
Bro,
The
Hudson
reason
Odoi-
why Hudson-Odoi did. The reason why I don't think it's because Hudson-Odoi's hand is there, right? Because I think it's accidental and he doesn't know anything about it. I think under the rules and the consistency of what they're doing this season, it should have been given just for consistency. But I think if we're using common sense, I don't think it was a penalty because
but
Common
that's the
sense
reason.
is a penalty.
That's the reason for VAR. There's no need for
yeah,
common.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So if we're going by like how the referees have been applying the letter of the law and what they've been doing overall in the season, I don't understand how they've overruled or how they haven't given it as a penalty. But then when I looked, I thought it's purely accidental and his hand has come out to sort of shoulder off Greenwood in case it's coming across him, so outlost him and it's hitting.
Was it? Did he?
His hand was up here, you know. That was up here.
Yeah, on his arm, yeah, to like I must have like keep it. It was accidental, but that's it. But I think there's inconsistency in terms of other penalties have been given. Other penalties of that same nature of offence have been given in the past, and that one hasn't. And I didn't understand why it wasn't given.
They don't want to give them to United now
it's too
because
soft.
It's because Man United's Thanos from the penalty spot would have stepped up. That's why.
No.
But
You know what
man,
it is? Yeah, it's too soft. And if we've got that pen, yeah, like I support Manchester United, but like we didn't deserve the penalty anyway. We didn't deserve even to get 1 point out of that game.
Wait. What is this penalty? What's that about? What?
No, you know, bro. Listen, yeah, like I'm Manchester United through and through in it, but like we're just so dead. Like we didn't deserve anything from that game. We should have, you know, on FIFA, yeah, where you can forfeit the match and you just give them the 3 points and a 3-0. Yeah. That's what we should have done because that game was just dead, bruv. That game was dead.
No, the game lacks quality.
So we didn't deserve nothing. The game lacks quality. When Manchester United plays, the game always lacks quality. Let's put it well.
Well, so did you think Chelsea were better? I didn't think there was much in it.
I don't think they were better. I don't think they were better, but I think they seemed like they were just trying more. We just seemed.
Yeah, they did.
But
Yeah.
Greenwood got 2 touches in the box.
Giroud completely missed the header, and Timo Werner completely missed the ball.
Ziyech as well. He missed a big
where
pass.
shot straight. Yeah.
Straight at the hair, straight at the hair.
Yeah.
Boy.
I think the biggest issue is this, man. And I think if Ole is still there by next season, yeah, then
He is.
that tells you like United are not serious about winning things. Because when you look at how he's performed in all the big games, and he's only scored against Tottenham, and there's a difference between maybe drawing or losing in a certain manner, but when all of it has been you haven't played football whatsoever, I would sit there and think to myself, how can I have this man leading us? And you're looking at what Pep is doing in like the bigger games. Like City didn't even get out of gear 1 against Arsenal. It was that comfortable. They absolutely manhandled Liverpool.
It's positive.
They manhandled
this week, bro. Only positive after discussion this week.
But okay, then they manhandled Chelsea, and you're looking at it as like that's the standard that's been set. And if we want to win things, we need a manager who can go into these big games and at least pose a threat. Like you don't even have to win, but at least pose a threat. United have not posed a threat in any one of the big games that they played this season, and for me, that's worrying.
You know, for me, it's a penalty. One, I mean, the freeze frame, which was beautiful. It looked like it said like Hudson Odoi has said yes to proposing to him, so he got his hand ready to just put a finger on, ring on his finger. But all in all, the game was awful. I know we lack quality. You know, for me watching that, and I'm gonna bring this up right here because I'm about to beef this comment. This comment was said near the beginning. I thought I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna scroll up and I'm gonna find it. This one right here.
Fred.
Wow, you've been waiting.
But let's just say it for the audio. So
okay, so in my opinion, the reason Ole plays Fred instead is because having 2 hard midfielders adds security and stability to the defense. This might be due to the manager not trusting Magloff combo. You must have called him Magaloof at this point.
Fair point, actually. Fair point.
No, it's a fair point. Except the fact is, those 2 defensive players suck. That's it.
But even if
the last time we played Southampton at Old Trafford, they were brought on to keep the game for us, make it 3 points, and they were part of the reason why we conceded in the last minute. They are not good defensive players. Now, I'm gonna skip past that defensive part for a second, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the Lord Almighty knows how much I miss Paul Pogba right now. Yeah, when Scott McTominay got that pass and he was running, and I saw I saw the way what's his name? Rashford
Dan James
and
Rashford.
Dan
Wait,
James
but-
was
but did you see
dinging.
they
When I saw the
left.
speed, yeah,
They left their
I
players.
was like, yeah, they are definitely my shuffle dead, bro. I told you about that guy, bro. Yeah. That's it, like leave him in the past kind of dead, you know what I'm saying? They were off, and in my head, I'm like, I can't trust you to make this pass. I didn't have the confidence in him to make the
You know
pass.
what's mad, yeah? Man just had to like, even if he said, "Let me just do some dead cross," yeah, one of them would have made it. Just like,
Bro,
a little cross round, like just
I would
curve it
forgive him.
round.
I would actually forgive him if he overhit it because the attempt is there. It was one of the worst. He tried to put it back to Bruno Fernandes, and I'm like,
No, Kojo,
why?
Kojo, that's not what he tried to do. Let me tell you what he tried. He actually didn't mean to pass it back to Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, so
It's just because I analyze it. It's really he's just brained it. Because what happens is this: what he tried to do was a gap between, like I think maybe Kante or Rudiger was the last man. There was a gap between, and he tried to play in between the gap to the feet of either Rashford or Dan James. It wasn't a good pass anyway because he didn't even find his man. But then I thought even in doing that, it's hard because they have to take a touch to then get a strike on, and that always gives the goalkeeper or the defender a chance to get back. Whereas if he played it around, I think it was Rudiger, around him, all they have to do is run into it and tap it in. So even the pass he was attempting, even if it did find the man, it was a bad pass anyway. Because where it was when players are running forward, you want to play the ball in front of them for them to latch onto the ball. He was trying to play it to their feet, and I thought to myself, where's the logic in that? Play it around the defender, let them run into it and tap it in.
And this is why I told you I had no confidence. Every pass he makes is to feet. I've never seen this guy make a pass for advancement of the play. I've never seen it. So when I saw him down the wing, I was like,
yeah, it was definitely the
I
wrong
stood
play.
up. I stood up here. I was in my chair. I stood up. I was like, oh my days. And I realized, wait, hold on, that's come on, somebody. That's literally how I felt. You know, that's
And then
why
he played it behind everybody, which is what I couldn't believe.
That's
There was
mad.
there was three guys to pick from. There was three guys to pick from.
No pressure whatsoever. And also, when I'm gonna Jeremiah, I like you, but I'm gonna bring up this comment as well. Daniel James played well. I can't lie. Is this because of desire? Because if it's desire, yeah, I'm gonna call you a top red very soon. You know.
Well, what's wrong with
He is,
Desire
no,
and
Jeremiah
Work?
is, bro. He loves Oli, he loves Dan James, he loves Lindelof, he loves Maguire. Listen, Jeremiah's my guy, yeah. But you see Jeremiah, yeah. Oli in, he's like the leader of Oli in, bro. Like, Jeremiah, yeah, he sees the line, he sees the lineup every week, and it'll be like 5-0 United. I'm like, but how are you gonna call that 5-0 United? Listen, just allow it.
But that's true. I think he's scarred from that, to be fair. Don't blame him. I mean, we dismantled you, man.
Yeah.
I like
Okay, but where are you though? I swear you're not.
Let me just have that.
No,
one,
but
please.
you're ninth. Just answer that. Or you're 7th or 8th. You're somewhere below there, innit? You're almost hitting double digits.
Listen, Sonny said Tottenham are back.
Apparently.
No, we're not. No. Arsenal,
If they beat us here, I'm gonna be mad. If they beat us, if they do the double over us here,
No,
You
that
know
won't
what?
happen.
Yeah, it will hurt. It better not. If Oli wants anyways, the lockdown is ending soon. That's what I'm gonna
It
say.
sounds like he's moving like
Yeah,
tight.
but when are we going to talk about Bruno then? What's your thoughts?
Yeah,
That's
I was.
Oh, Manny, do you want to take this one? Go on.
Oh wait, should I clip you up?
let's
Should I
ask
clip
the
you up?
question.
Yeah, when I say he was dropping stinkers like he did on that weekend, yeah, bring it because he dropped another stinker. Now listen, for me it's as simple as this is Bruno. I've always said he's dropped the numbers and he scored some important goals for us, so he always get the praise. But this performance was poor. That's as simple as it gets. I don't think there's anything bad saying he dropped a stinker. I've said on this podcast before that if a player can do nothing for 88 minutes, but within 2 minutes create a moment of magic and help win the game for their team, they have done their job. I think that's a fair comment to say. However, if it comes to 90 minutes and you've done nothing, 90 minutes plus added time, and you've done nothing for the whole game, I have to criticize you. We all know he's a talented footballer. We all know he's got quality, but he did nothing in this game. Where I sympathize with him is people say stuff like he had 3 players to create for, so why didn't he create? My counter argument is he's the only creative player in that midfield. Hell, in that whole damn team. So if you close him down, no one else creates for that team. Simple as that. So this is part of the reason why we miss Pogba. If Pogba does indeed go, we're going to have to replace Pogba with more quality because we've got 2 more creative players in the team that don't see pitch. Donny van der Beek and Juan Mata. They don't see pitch. They don't see time.
Oh
It's like
my
they're
God, I
doing
forgot about Van der Beek.
One of the biggest issue you have with Bruno is that if he's going to create, it needs to be like near the box, because the reason why is because the execution of his passes isn't there. Like, people get onto Thiago about idea passes. Bruno's another idea passes, because the ideas there, but he rarely executes it. And I think the most frustrating thing about him is that his passing is woeful even when there is no pressure, which is what I sometimes don't get from him.
Here's the thing: I feel like he needs to be as far away from that box as possible, because the power that he loads into that pass is you can't stop it.
You can't. I agree with you.
The only assist that he gets from when he's close to the box is when he deflects a pass that's intended for him.
He does that. He does that quite a bit. But people will say, "Oh, if he didn't slip and put his leg out, Rashford wouldn't have scored." He gets the assist. He does that a lot, you know. Man does that a lot. Man does that little, let me slide. You get me? Like he's on. But listen, but you see with Bruno, yeah. You see the problem. You see with Bruno, I think there's 2 positions. If you want the best out of Bruno, you probably have to play him as a striker. It's the second striker. You know, on Pro, the SS thing, just behind the main striker, innit? That's where you need to play. That's where you need to play him, innit? Like, not even false 9, SS. And then the other part of it is that you need to use him the way Portugal use him, where you just play him in the 8 and just give him a very simple job to do. But you're going to take a lot away from his game. Yeah. Now, the problem that we have at Manchester United is that we've told Bruno, or not we told, Ollie's told Bruno, do you, bro? Do you? And that's why we're here. The do you works in some games because, like you said, he scores a lot of important goals. Like, his stats speaks for himself. Assist, goals, whether some of them are penalties or not, they're still his stats. But then it's like you get games like this where you're just like, all right, bro, like, it's a bit mad, you know. Like, it's like, come on, like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? And I'm not even I think like he's been like, what are you doing? He's been, what have you doing for a very long time, innit? But he just gets the, you know what I mean? He gets the important goals for us. That's what it is. It's like Rashford in a way. Rashford has games where he goes missing, but then he will just do something crazy. And then you'll be like, oh, Rashford had an amazing game. No, he didn't. He just did something crazy.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's something to, I don't know if we're finished up on United, so I'll just put this out here for you right now. Question. When did Van Dijk get injured again? Which month was that? October, was it?
Yeah, God, it's so long ago now.
Yeah, man.
October?
Yeah, it was like beginning of October.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Donny van der Beek has less minutes than Van Dijk this season.
No, you're joking.
Do you know what? I'm not even surprised, though. I'm not even surprised.
Oh, Van der Beek. I feel sorry for him.
Because of Fred and the McShake.
Right now, if he went to Real Madrid, he would be playing in that.
Exactly, side. Because of Fred and the McShake. That's why we're here. In this. That's why this guy's sitting on the bench.
This is why he's got to go. Ollie has to go. Like, big up. You've done what you can. You've got to go. Let's move on. Because you know what? Yeah, I know what Donny is. Yeah, and it really hurt. We're gonna lose Pogba anyway. Like, let's not even talk about keeping Pogba. We're going to lose him. Yeah. But imagine Donny van der Beek goes as well. Like, where do we go from here? Mata is like 32.
Yeah, and if Martial goes too, you lose like another
we lose top. Like, Mata, okay, what, you're gonna give Mata another 3-year contract? Man can barely play 45 minutes of football. What, you want McTominay to be your number 10? Oh my God, Jesus.
Oh my Lord.
Do you know what? Yeah, let's just end it there, bro. I can't even. If I go on, yeah, I would actually rip this shirt off.
Manny,
hey, Gail, do you know what this is sounding? It's sounding like a little bit of your Arsenal rant all those years ago. Manny wants to go in. Manny wants to go.
40 minutes. Hey, Manny, isn't it mad though? Just to end off here, Gail. Isn't it mad that McTominay has the same amount of goals as Martial this season? Anyway, let's please continue.
Yeah, but wait. Allow it. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Let's move on. Okay,
don't do that because I like Martial. No, you disrespected the thing, innit? It's cool. It's cool.
Go on, buddy. Go on.
No. He ready. I can't lie. He's rattled me, innit? He's rattled me. He's rattled me. I can't even lie.
Do you know how this is funny? It's the United fan that has rattled the United fan. You have two Arsenal fans and a Spurs fan. Yeah. Not one of us is
No, do you know what?
That's what makes me sad.
Oh.
I wholeheartedly disagree with this comment, by the way. I'm just gonna put that.
Really?
No,
Wow.
the J yeah, is an op, you know. He's not a United supporter. Legit. I've deeped it. I've been deep in his comments. He's an Arsenal supporter. I've been deep in it.
No,
He's
he's
not
a United Spurs.
No way. Swear down.
Yeah,
I can't rock with that, man. Man said he's the best manager since Fergie has left. Listen.
Disagree with that completely.
Wait, can I ask you guys though, what is success for Man United? Because I'm seeing a lot
Sacking
on Twitter.
Sacking
Wow,
Ole.
wow, you didn't even let him finish.
No,
Wow.
but what if we get second in a trophy?
What trophy? What trophy?
Europa League or
Europa.
When Jose is still in Europa League, you don't understand the power of Jose. You don't understand the power of Jose. You man don't understand the power of Jose. Listen, yeah. If Jose doesn't beat Man City, yeah, I guarantee you. Listen, Manchester. Let's just put it like this: Manchester United. Yeah,
Why are you
said 9 a.m.
9 a.m. You know.
My guy said bad patch, you know. How is it? It's like 2 years, isn't it?
If
fair.
Jose, if Jose and Oli meet in that final, yeah, who's winning, please? I'm asking every single man of you, Europa, yeah, who's winning? If Jose and Oli get into a final in Europa, who is winning? Say it with your chest. Kojo, I'll start with you.
Jose's claiming it. Jose's claiming it.
I don't even need to ask. It's Jose. Like, you know this, isn't it? Even Kojo can't say it. You know this, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what trophies are going to win? Okay, maybe the FA Cup, yeah. But if City in it, oh my days. Manchester United and City in the final. Who's going to win?
Yeah, City.
You know what? I rest my case, innit? I'm not even trying to do this.
That's the right answer. Paul Pogba's going to win.
Paul Pogba. Amen. Amen. Do you know what? If Paul Pogba actually comes back, then maybe I'll have a bit of, I'm like, okay, maybe. But even then, we're still individuals FC, innit? Because people are saying, like, the reason why we're missing Pogba a lot, yeah, is because of the last, against Fulham, against Burnley, his individual moment. Do you know what I mean? That's why people are missing him. It's not because Pogba has had, like, yes, he's been doing good things all over the pitch for us and creating stuff, innit? But he's still been individual moments from him. That's what we do, individual moments. You need that in the team, yeah, but you're saying the basis, and we ain't get no basis, cuz we just got individual moments. You get me? No foundation. You get me? Sorry, my rant is over. I do apologize. I'm done.
You love to see it, man.
Wrap up there, no, Coach?
Yeah, why not?
I'll start with you.
Yeah, coach has done his job, man. He's rattled him, and he's going on peace, and he's going about his business peacefully.
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm vexed.
Tanya, where can they find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter at Tanya_Leona. You can find me on the Football Terrace, Midnight Vibes, Tottenham Show every Monday, Wednesday. It fluctuates. And you can also find me. I've got a podcast that I do with 3 other boys, football podcast. We'll talk about that later. Just follow us at Watoto Official. So yeah, that's me.
Basil, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at bjacobs14. A much happier Arsenal fan this time. I think you've seen less rants about Arteta and Arsenal over the last week or so.
You're lying, bro. I was listening to you.
No, let me stop the facade. I gave up on even ranting on Arsenal. They weren't even worth my time for a long period. I started the season and I said, you know what? This team is not going to kill me. So I reduced it. So you'll find me at bjacobs14 talking about football in a much happier place because Arsenal won.
There we go. Manny, where can they find you?
Sorry. Oh, Jeremiah. No, I'm reading the comments, innit? And Jeremiah, let Oli do his thing. And George Oli today. Get out of here, man. Listen, you find me at Manny_good vibes on Twitter and Instagram, and Manny good vibes on YouTube. You get me? Yeah.
There it is. And Coach, where can they find us?
You can find us. Wow, I'm doing what you did at the beginning. Wow.
Allow it, man. I recovered.
Yeah, I need to recover as well. Okay, you can find us on YouTube, 3inMidfield Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at 3inMidfield, as well as Spotify, Apple Music, and SoundCloud 3inMidfield. And on Thursday, we have a lovely interview with a West Ham legend coming up for you guys as well. So Come and check
Nice,
that
nice,
out.
nice.
Come and check that out.
I think you can say who it is.
Oh yeah, Tony Cotti.
Well, you're not meant to say it.
Oh yeah, Tony Cotti.
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, okay, let's do that again. Woo. We have come on to the podcast. West Ham legend, former Leicester and Everton striker, England international, and featured on Sky Sports as long as many other media channels, Mr. Tony Cotti.
Hey.
I have to give him that John Cena entrance, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Come
There you
on.
go. This has been another episode of the Film for. Oh my god, I messed up.
This has been another episode of the 3 Midfield podcast. Good night.